Chapter 25 of Angel Food Time, Little Talks to Little Folks by Rev. Gerald T. Brennan. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Maria Therese. Chapter 25 The Empty Shoes. If I were to ask you which night is the most exciting night of the whole year, I know what your answer would be. You would tell me that Christmas Eve is the best. Yes, that's true. The night before Christmas is certainly a great night. That's the night when children hang up their stockings. That's the night when children wonder and hope. They wonder what Santa Claus will bring. They hope that Santa will leave a lot of presents. The night before Christmas is a night of dreams, about sleds and trains and cowboy suits. Christmas Eve is the night when the whole world is happy, a night that is dear to all boys and girls. Do you know what the children of Spain do on Christmas Eve? Well, the children of Spain don't hang up their stockings. Instead, they put their shoes on the sill outside their bedroom windows, and during the night the three kings go about putting gifts into every little shoe they find waiting for them. So on Christmas morning the children of Spain don't find gifts in their stockings, they find their gifts in their shoes. Now it was Christmas Eve in Spain, and the 7-year-old prince was very excited. Like all the other children, the prince wondered what the three kings would bring. While the prince had all kinds of toys, he wanted more toys. Why, he even wrote a letter to the three kings and asked them for many gifts. The prince put his letter in one of his shoes and placed the shoe outside his bedroom window. The boy was sure that Christmas morning would be a happy one. Christmas morning came early for the little prince. It came very, very early. In fact, the prince was the first one to awake on Christmas morning. He jumped out of bed, ran across the room, and raised the window. And what do you think? The little prince found no presents, no toys, no gifts. The three kings had been at the boy's window all right, because the letter was gone, but the shoes were empty. The prince stood at the window and tears trickled down his cheeks. He was heartbroken, disappointed, sad. The boy could hardly believe that his shoes were empty. He couldn't understand why he hadn't received any presents. At that moment the young prince was just about the saddest little boy in all Spain. The boy ran to his mother and awakened her. He cried again as he told his mother about the empty shoes. Of course, the mother was surprised too, but she listened and wondered. The mother thought hard for a long time, and finally she began to speak. "Son," said the mother kindly, "I think I know why your shoes are empty. The three kings knew that you didn't need any toys, so they gave your toys to poor children. I think, too, that the three kings wanted to teach you a lesson, and that lesson is this: you can't always have what you want." The boy's mother was right, but her words didn't help the prince very much. The prince thought about all the other boys who were happy that morning. He thought about the other boys who found toys in their shoes. He wondered why he couldn't be like other boys. Oh, it was hard for the prince to understand. Now I suppose you think that the prince had a very sad Christmas. Well, he did have a very sad morning until just before breakfast. The boy was about to sit down at the table when his mother told him that someone wanted to see him at the back door. The prince hurried to the door, opened it, and was he surprised! There, standing in the yard and tied to a tree, was a beautiful black and white pony. Yes, the pony was for the little prince. A Christmas present for the boy. The little fellow clapped his hands and shouted with delight. He forgot all about the empty shoes, and now he was really happy. The prince asked for toys and received a beautiful pony. The boy couldn't have what he wanted, but he received something better. Children, when you kneel down to pray, just keep in mind that you can't always have what you want. You may pray for something that you think you just have to make you happy, but God always knows best. God knows what you need, and very often God may not give you the thing for which you pray. God may give you something else, something that you never asked for in your prayers, something much better than the thing for which you pray. Don't ever get the idea that God doesn't answer your prayers. God hears every prayer and He answers every prayer. God may not answer your prayers the way you want them to be answered, but He will answer them just the same. God will always give you what is best for you. Children, pray, and pray often. Remember, however, you can't always have what you want. God will answer every prayer, and God's answer will always be the best answer. God bless you, and take good care of yourself. End of chapter 25.